alarm clock goes off.
Bread's nice.
Milk and bread is nice. Milk and bread is nice. Well, it began quite a while ago, about 10 years ago. We got together and we'd always wanted to work together. You know, as brothers, we'd done some stuff in music together and we really enjoyed that. We'd always wanted to tell stories and we didn't know quite what it was going to be at the beginning, and we worked on some children's books, bits and pieces, but we just found that the comic book for us allowed us to tell the sort of stories we wanted that were almost animated films, you know, that we could put all the action that we wanted and all the amazing world building, which for us was something really important, that we could create a comic book that was so rich and lush that the kids really felt like the story expanded beyond the pages.
It takes a year to make one of these books, and I think if you're just in the studio all the time doing that, you can lose sort of sight of sort of who is going to then consume that and who's going to enjoy it, and coming out and meeting kids just makes it real, because they talk about the characters not as if they're our creations but as if they are alive, which is how we think about them when we're creating them.
It's very accessible obviously to children, they're brilliant, a great reading experience, but the thing that always pulls them in first is the artwork. So when we began, my brother actually started doing more of the professional work than I did. He was working on Madagascar and Kung Fu Panda and stuff like that, and then I sort of got pulled in as sort of, you know, as his brother to begin with, and but I remember the day that I got the first Transformers gig, and that was literally just a dream come true. Still, at the end of the day, coming back and making our own stuff, you know, it's why we love coming into schools, is teaching children the pleasure of creating your own stuff where you invent it all. That for us is the biggest thrill. And so if we can come into the school and we can just inspire them to just look at even, you know, a little bit of their writing or art in a slightly different way, then we've done, you know, the best thing that we could ever do. So yeah, so it's a great privilege to even have that chance. And when you do that, and you get the response from the children that they clearly are really enjoying that, then that's the very best thing. Yeah.
Bye!